This is one of my personal things that I am really big into, and that is your fortune is in the follow-up. That's not my saying. It's one of the greatest network marketers of all time, a man by the name of Jim Rohn. Happened to also pass away earlier this year. Because trust me, if you're not following up with people, your fortune is going to somebody who is following up with them. Following up is not hard, but it is a critical component. When we talk about building a relationship, if you don't know how to call them, if you don't know their phone number, if you don't know their email, it's going to be hard to send one of those dial my call messages my wife wants to send all of you. So you need to be collecting information. This is the dry, nitty-gritty, nobody likes to do it part of network marketing. That's why the work is in all caps. It's not all having the fun party. This is where, but the money comes from the back-end work that it takes to get ready. This is like the practice before the Super Bowl. You've got to put in the hard work behind the scenes. So why do we want to follow up? Because it may take 6 to 12 positive contacts with somebody before they want to join your team. It's not a one-shot process. You've got to be able to communicate with them more than once. You don't always want to be throwing up on them, going join, 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 buy, 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 sell, 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 sell. Following up is much more subtle than that. And it's a whole lot more than saying, here's the warmer of the month. Here's the picture on my Facebook. Here's the scent of the month. Here's a sample. Those are critical components to keep your hostesses and your customers continuously re-engaged every month with you. But that is by no means what all you want to be doing. You just want to be reaching out and sharing little tidbits of information with them over time. But you need to do it on a consistent basis. So what do we want to collect to be able to talk to them? We want their name, address, cell phone number, email, cross eyes. My wife, she was looking. She was looking. I had to make attention. Here's the information that's going to grow your business, though. This is the information that's going to allow you to use information to start developing a relationship. So their favorite scent. So when it's discontinued, I can tell them, hey, your scent's going bye-bye. Would you like to buy a lot more before it leaves? Or better yet, makes recommendations and suggestions of replacement scents in the future. How about their birthday and their anniversary? Who has sent an anniversary card to a consultant? Who sends one to their customers? To their hostess? You want to go the extra mile and show that you're engaged, you're involved, and that you care? Do something that goes the extra mile. Guess what you can do this kind of birthday cards, anniversary cards now with? Sincerely sent. That really is set it and forget it, because I can plug their email in and over the next year it'll send those cards automatically. I don't have to worry about forgetting. And I'm kind of lucky that way. That's why my wife and I share the same birthday, the same anniversary, the same holiday. She does get Mother's Day by herself, though. Why do I want to? What else do I want to know? I want to know about their family. I want to know their hobbies, their interests. I want to make a note about how and where we met. It's not just so I can tell the story of where my wife and I met someday. It's so that it can spark my memory. And these are cheat sheets. If I've got this in a database and I'm calling somebody on the phone, and I go, man, it was so great to see you in the grocery store the other day. You might not want to mention it was so great to see you at the pap smear the other day. I told that story already.
He's already told that story, yeah.
But it makes you, even if you don't have a great memory, it's okay to have a database and cheat from. It's allowed, it's permissible. I want to know what they do, and I want to have some idea about their last party and how much they made and how much they sold. It's great to say, wow, would you like to host a new party? Last time you had hostess gifts worth $75, worth $150. Rather than them going, maybe I've done 3 or 4 other company parties since then. How much did I make from this one? Remind them. How do you collect it? Every party you should have a sign-in sheet. You guys signed in when you came in here, right? Because I'm data collecting on who's here. That's the information I wanted to collect. A great idea. Have them fill out the order form when they get to the party. You know, the top part of it for every guest. First thing when they sit down. You've collected all the information that you want to contact them. You're also suggesting, pre-planting the idea they might want to buy. But you're saying, hey, I just want to have a list here. This has already got a nice pretty form. It's got all the lines already built onto it, so I don't have to type one up myself. It doesn't mean you have to buy anything, but I've already got a nice form filled out for you. Don't tell them, don't put the pressure on them when they fill it out that they have to buy. It's okay to make notes during a party. It's okay to have a clipboard and make notes on it about people, about things that happen, what people say. So you're gathering information. How do you store it? You can do it on your workstation. Anybody use the contacts part of the workstation? A couple people. This is a must-do, critical component. You've got to put their email address in there so that they get the newsletter every month. It's reaching out. It's a positive contact. It's saying every month, hey, here's something special going on from you. Right? They now use your personal name coming to it from Scentsy. I like using Excel because I can sort and group and add a whole bunch of information to it more than the workstation will allow me. And when the workstation goes down, like everybody wanting to put in orders at the end of the month for the Scentsy leap year. Anybody get caught with that the other night? Yeah. I know, you didn't want to raise your hand and say you're putting your orders in on the last day of the month. Here's a simple way for those of you that hate the computers, that won't use the computer. Get a recipe box, 3x5 index card box. Put every scent on there. Guess what? Just write down the names of your hostesses, of your customers that like that favorite scent, if that's their favorite scent. Now, that's an easy, simple way to do it. Some people have been very successful doing it that way. It's limited to only collecting information for that one purpose, for their favorite scent, but it is a simple, easy way to do it. If you're not going to do the spreadsheet, at least do the recipe box so that you can touch base with them every 6 months. You got to communicate with people. That's why we've got the information. Now it makes sense why we wanted their email, why we wanted their cell phone, because we want to send those mobilized campaigns. Facebook shout-outs are a great way. Who does that after a party? Goes on Facebook, tags the hostess, had such a great time at our hostess XYZ's party. Puts it on their wall. They love it. They eat it up. It builds that relationship. It's an extra touch. Here's things you can talk to them about. The warmer of the month, the 10% off, the new catalog, special announcements, special promotions, hostess-only promotions. Do we have any of those going on right now? So it's nice to be able to touch base with people about it. Here's when to do it. After every party, you should follow up with every guest within 3 to 5 days, even the non-purchasers. Wow, we had so much fun at that party. Solicit feedback. Is there something else we could have done to have more fun? People love to give you their opinions, don't they, honey? So, solicit their opinions. They feel engaged with you. When you're delivering the product, if it's not to the hostess, to the customer one-on-one, that is the perfect opportunity. You have somebody who likes your product, who's bought your product, who's spending time to meet you. Don't drop and run. Make that time count. That's great. 5 minutes of personal one-on-one time that you have to recruit them to do another party. A week after the delivery, just check in on them. How you doing? How you liking the product? You're not trying to sell them. You're not trying to recruit them. Well, you are, but they don't know it. You're just being friendly. You're building a relationship. 30 days after you deliver the product, you should put into a calendar to follow up with every order. Remind yourself to follow up. It's okay, it's not cheating to remind yourself. How do you do it? You can do a calendar on your phone, you can do it in Outlook, you can do a hard calendar, whatever. Make a note. Call Scentsy, customer XYZ, and you can send the automatic cards. Here's the simple way. If I'm touching back with people on their passion, on their activities, their job, or their family, they know I care. I've built that relationship. If I know somebody's husband is a pilot, and I see some huge story in the news about airplanes, what if I just clipped an article of it and sent it to them? That says I'm interested, I care. It's above and beyond. You want to stand out from 300,000 other Scentsy consultants? This is how you do it. Go the extra mile. So you need to be consistent in what you're doing. You can use your old order forms. Scentsy says you got to keep them on file for 3 years anyway. Go through the old order forms and start building your database. It's network marketing. I know this is the work part. It's not the fun part, but you got to start. You've built that database already. It's just on your order forms. Fortune favors the prepared, so be prepared or I'll make your fortune.